JBNN keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Before we get into the news, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share the news with someone today. Now onto the news. AK-47 seized in St. Catherine. The police arrested one man following the seizure of an AK-47 assault rifle in Central Village, St. Catherine on Tuesday. Reports from the Central Village Police are that at about 7 a.m., a team of police officers on patrol in the area conducted a search of an unfinished building, during which the weapon was found and one man arrested. He remains in custody pending further investigations. Man dies after gun attack at his home in St. Catherine. Detectives assigned to the St. Catherine North Division are investigating the shooting death of a man in the Arkansas district. The deceased has been identified as 44-year-old Tyler Ewart Wilson, also known as Joe. Reports indicate that around 3:45 a.m. on Tuesday, residents heard explosions coming from Wilson's home. The police were summoned, and upon arrival, checks revealed that he was shot. He was transported to Linstead Hospital, where he later succumbed to his injuries. The Linstead Criminal Investigation Branch is leading the investigation. Teen charged in fatal shooting of gal thief. A 19-year-old construction worker has been slapped with several charges, including murder, in relation to the fatal shooting of a woman known as gal thief in Tavares Gardens, St. Angela last year. Zofwin Swaby, otherwise called Noah, a construction worker, has been charged with murder, possession of prohibited weapon, unauthorized possession of ammunition, and use in a crime to commit a felony. The deceased is 26-year-old Janelle Palmer, otherwise called gal thief, also a construction worker of the same community. Reports from the Hunts Bay Police are that at about 2 p.m. on Tuesday, October 8, 2024, Palmer was visiting a relative when she was attacked by men armed with guns who shot her several times. The police were summoned, and upon their arrival, Palmer was seen with gunshot wounds to the upper body. Palmer was rushed to the hospital, where she was later pronounced dead. Swaby was arrested at a later date during an operation. He was charged on Tuesday following an interview in the presence of his attorney. His court date is pending. Man found dead at his home in Portmore. The police are probing the death of a man who was found bleeding on his bed inside his home in Portmore, St. Catherine, early this morning. The deceased has been identified as 37-year-old Labour Andre Hyman of Smith Avenue, Newland. According to reports, around 2:30 a.m., Hyman was found lying on his back in his bed at home with blood coming from his mouth. He was assisted to hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The Bridgeport Criminal Investigation Branch is leading the probe into the circumstances surrounding his death. 13-year-old boy dies from gunshot wound. A 13-year-old boy died in the Savlamore General Hospital in Westmoreland on Wednesday morning, reportedly from a gunshot wound to the head. It's reported that the teenager was playing with a gun at his George's Plain home on Tuesday when it went off and was struck in the head. The Westmoreland police say several people have been detained who they believe can assist in the investigation. More than 5,000 Jamaicans issued with final removal orders from the U.S. A little over 5,000 Jamaicans are listed among more than 1.4 million non-citizens on the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement non-detained docket with final orders of removal. According to the document published by ICE, as of November 24 last year, there were 5,120 Jamaican nationals who would be targeted for removal. The island is also listed among 11 countries considered to be at risk of non-compliance in accepting the return of their nationals. The Caribbean island of St. Lucia is also included on this list. ICE noted that while at risk of non-compliance countries accept removals, they fail to meet one or more cooperative country criteria, which may include delaying the issuance of travel documents, refusing to accept certain categories of their nationals, or not accepting chartered removal flights. There has been renewed focus on undocumented immigrants in the U.S. following the execution of the Trump administration's plan to impose severe limits on immigration. In the meantime, ICE has listed several other Caribbean countries whose citizens are facing deportation. Haiti tops the list for the region with 32,363 individuals, followed by the Dominican Republic with 12,699, and third is Jamaica. Smaller Caribbean nations are also featured, including Barbados with 151, St. Lucia with 202, and Grenada 149. Mexico leads the global list with a staggering 252,044 cases. Caribbean governments have been urged to be proactive and put contingency plans in place to receive their nationals. 3 men arrested in connection with murder of retired nurse in St. Anne. 3 men have been arrested as detectives in St. Anne intensify their probe into the murder of 72-year-old Loris Murray, a retired nurse on Pyramid Heights Housing Development in the parish. The police suspect that Miss Moore was killed between last Saturday night and the Sunday morning. Commanding officer for the Central Police Division, Senior Superintendent Dwight Powell, says the men will be questioned. SSP Powell also confirmed that a second vehicle, a 2024 Toyota Corolla Cross, was stolen from the residence by the perpetrators and was later found abandoned in Ocho Rios. It was also reported that a BMW motor car was stolen from the property and later found abandoned. He is urging anyone with credible information to assist the police by calling 876-974-2533 or 876-974-2469 or the nearest police station. Transport operator charged following fatal St. Elizabeth crash. The transport operator was involved in a fatal crash on the Hodges Main Road in Black River, St. Elizabeth on the weekend, has been charged with 2 counts of causing death by dangerous driving. Cowan King was charged Tuesday and is scheduled to appear before the St. Elizabeth Parish Court in Black River on Thursday. Andrea Walters, a 50-year-old seasonal farm worker, and a 46-year-old Gary Berry, a labor of Crawford District in the parish, died in the crash. It was reported that sometime after midday on Saturday, Berry was driving his motorcycle from Brompton to Black River, while King was driving in the opposite direction in a Toyota Vauxhall taxi with passengers, including Walters aboard. The taxi reportedly made a right turn, resulting in the motorcyclist crashing into the side door. Free speech ends where violence begins. Lawyers explain limits of freedom of expression. Veteran attorney Bert Samuels has issued a chilling warning to Jamaicans, urging them to tread carefully with their words in the wake of a sensational arrest under the Cybercrimes Act. You cannot preach retaliation. You cannot preach revenge. Those are not protected by the law, he declared, addressing the fallout from a viral social media video that has ignited a firestorm. Dana Warren, now finds herself at the center of controversy, arrested after explosive video following the police killing of reputed Don Othniel Lobon, otherwise called Tickman, went viral last week. In the video, Warren made a series of fiery declarations. Her words, laced with threats and promises of mayhem, quickly went viral, prompting swift action from law enforcement. Head of the St. Catherine North Police, Superintendent Upton Nicholson, confirmed the charge.
Now, the investigations revealed that Ms. Warren used her social media platform to post a video issuing threat, inciting violence and disturbance to the public's peace. She was charged after an interview session in the presence of an attorney.
While Warren's remarks sparked questions about free speech, Samuels emphasized the delicate balance between free speech and the law. The Constitution guarantees freedom of expression, but that freedom must not infringe on the rights of others, he explained. If what you say incites violence, especially against a known group, you're crossing the line. It's like shouting fire in a theater and causing a stampede. It's not protected speech. Attorney Tamika Harris was equally firm in her stance, emphasizing that Warren's actions crossed the line. She deliberately said, "This is a threat and openly incited violence. The police must safeguard the nation," Harris declared. The attorney said while freedom of speech is vital to democracy, it comes with responsibilities. You cannot just say whatever you want to say. There must be some form of restriction to maintain order in society, Harris said. Harris added that Jamaica's laws, including the Cybercrimes Act, aim to strike a balance between protecting rights and ensuring words don't harm individuals or society. Free speech thrives in an environment where individuals respect others' rights and understand the impact of their words. Once we maintain that balance, free speech can progress society without creating chaos. Samuels also advised citizens to challenge their emotions in lawful ways. We often see people calling for justice after a police killing, and that's permissible when it's based on the presumption of innocence or the principle of justice. But when you advocate for breaking the law or retaliation, you're inviting trouble, he said. The attorney reiterated that freedom of speech cannot be used as a shield for inciting violence. Her statements cross the line by preaching chaos and vengeance. If you begin to speak in terms of protecting life or promoting justice, you'll stay within the law. But the moment you call for retaliation, you'll step into dangerous territory, he said. Both attorneys stressed the importance of Jamaicans understanding their rights and responsibilities. As an attorney, I'd want to be able to defend everybody's rights, but there must be some balance, Harris concluded. JBN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.